Hi, this is Jason with Finding Comics Collectibles coming at you with another toy review. This time we're taking a look at the Star Wars The Force Awakens Poe Dameron figure from the Force Awakens toy line from Hasbro, and this is the 3 3/4 inch figure. So the first thing we're going to do is take a closer look at the packaging. Alright, so taking a look at the packaging, it's got the standard episode 7 new packaging from The Force Awakens, and it looks great. It's got the Kylo Ren picture with the Star Wars Force Awakens logo. Here we see a really nice picture of Poe here, and then we also have a nice bubble of the character Poe, the figure, and his little accessory he comes with that can combine if you buy multiple figures in the toy set. As we flip it over to the back, it just shows the 3 different characters you'd need to be able to combine and build this combiner thing. It's kind of a bland back packaging. Typically they'll show like a ton of other figures in the toy line and vehicles, and they kind of went kind of bland on this, and I really don't like the new backside packaging of The Force Awakens. But I mean, the front looks fantastic, but I mean, what you're purchasing this for is the figure. So let's get this guy opened up. Alright, so taking a look at Poe. So the first thing I want to say about this figure is the detailing is absolutely amazing. I love the paint apps. I love this figure as far as, all the, the stuff on him. He's got like his breathing apparatus with the hose. It's actually separate from the body and actually is glued in by his pants, so it's not something that's molded in. I love he has a holster where you can actually store his weapon, and the holster is removable. And the paint apps and the logos and stuff are just top notch. The biggest thing I have with this figure, the biggest issue I have with this figure is it just looks more like an X-Wing pilot. There's not really much here that can, lets you know that this is Poe, other than the packaging says so. It's just got a generic head sculpt with the visor, and the way it looks, you can't really tell who it is. And I kind of think that's kind of stupid. I mean, if they would have packaged this and said X-Wing pilot, nobody would have known the difference. Because the character Poe looks like that. And you can't see that face. And now there are a couple other toys that you do have a better representation of Poe, but this is something I feel they could have, the original figure could have had the removable helmet if they were going to do that, and then did an exclusive one that, or put this guy for the X-Wing that they released, and maybe switch these two. I think it's kind of weird that they did that, because this is the first Poe we got, and it's just, he looks like just a regular Resistance fighter or X-Wing pilot, and that's kind of disappointing. But I mean, as far as the detailing, he looks absolutely fantastic. With all the toys in the toy line, they come with a little gimmick, so they basically come with an accessory. His is this, and it basically looks like it's almost like a flying pack that you'd put this peg in there into the center of his back, where he has a hole right there. And he basically looks like he has some kind of flight pack. Just one of those weird gimmicks, and you can, if you have all the figures in this series, you can actually combine to build a different type of a device or weapon or droid depending on the figures. So they didn't have to include this, but it's kind of nice. It's just, Some of the gimmicks and accessories are a little bit better than others. This is actually not too bad because you could actually use it almost like a different jetpack, so it kind of gives you some, you know, for kids, something extra to do and extra to play with. One thing I did want to show is I don't have the new X-Wing for the Force Awakens, but this is the Power of the Force 2 X-Wing, and he does fit just fine in here. He's absolutely, you know, perfect. You could easily, if you had this guy, you could easily use this figure, you know, and switch it out between the different planes, and I like that they did that. And it's, you know, and that's, I didn't even have to pull his holster off. So I mean, he definitely fits really, really nice in the X-Wing from the Power of the Force 2 collection. And finally, here we have a size comparison, just comparing him to Kylo Ren in the 3 3/4 inch toy line from the Star Wars for the Force Awakens. And Kylo Ren is a little bit bigger than him, not by much, but I mean, he's definitely is one of the more larger figures. So Poe's pretty much average size as far as figures go. But beautifully detailed figure. I just wish that, you know, you could really see his identity, or at least tell it was it's supposed to be Poe. I mean, with the Power of the Force line, you could definitely tell that Luke was Luke and Biggs was Biggs, and it's kind of sad that they went this route, but it's still a nice figure in the line. And once again, this has been Jason Filer, Comics Collectibles. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time.